I got a free day of WoW, but I really have now 8 days of WoW.
Hey, yeah,
But am I gonna use it? Nah.
nah. Hey, hold on to it though. That's like it's like they give it to you for like a year. Yeah, I don't know what that
Oh,
happened
I already hit the thing,
to
so I
accept it.
claimed it already.
Oh, as like like an avid WoW user, I save those whenever that happens. I save those for like a day I'm not subbed and I need to get on and do something. Like I need to like do something to a character or transfer some shit. I'll slap that on there. But yeah, that happened like months ago. Something happened. They gave everybody one free day. I don't know, man. WoW's great right now. I made a whole video about it. No, I should preference also by saying like that WoW's great for like WoW players right now. Like that the whole point of the
Oh no,
story.
I know. Oh,
Yeah.
bro, trust me, I know. I've been watching Pirate Software for like
Oh yeah.
since like before, like I guess when it came out like last week, right?
Yeah, on
Or
Reese's
like the
birthday.
week before. Yeah, okay. Then yeah, he had like the early access shit.
Right.
He was like playing it at like fucking 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, this he's making it look fun, but that's just because he's like some fucking high level druid and just
Yeah.
running through shit.
Well, I'm surprised at all because like I actually stayed away from him as well because of how much he. To be fair, he slanders he properly slanders Blizzard most of the time. So
Yeah, because he worked there. He was like,
yeah,
fuck
exactly. So I kind of assumed with that, I was like, he's gonna hate this game, but he seems to really like it. He's playing it a lot, so that's
yeah, he
good.
loves it.
That's yeah. I think it's as I was saying before, I was like, I don't. The only person I'm not listening to is Asmon. All his thumbnails are him like, like mad at the game. I'm
Yeah,
like, I don't want to know.
fucking miserable. Meanwhile, he's trying to blame that on his high blood pressure. He's like, no,
Yeah, for real.
you're just shit.
You're just bad. You're just
You
bad
are
at
a
taking care
shit
of
person,
yourself.
man. You freaked out over drinking water, my guy. Like that's a sign of, hey, you need to get your shit in order.
Everybody's like, because he's saying soda's going to be the hardest part for him, and everybody's like, well, if he just does all the other stuff and I was like, he's not going to do the other stuff. If he's not even willing to think about stopping soda, then what makes you think he's willing to exercise regularly or get out of his chair and not do his main source of income regularly? Like, it's never going to change.
He needs to get some real crazy, like super layered filtered water.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the whole where is it? Yeah, and then throw some of these bitches in there.
Yeah. I wonder if somebody has had to have recommended that to him by now. I would assume.
Oh yeah, I would fucking hope so.
I don't know. Like once I saw the thing about it too is, and I agree with Reese. Unfortunately, I agree with Reese. This is just that like you would think this would be such an easy thing for him, and I don't feel bad for him. And I was getting a little bit of gripe for that I don't feel bad for his high blood pressure because I'm like, all right, well, if you look at his YouTube after the video that he made about the high blood pressure, he hasn't stopped. It's still, I know all his videos are clipped from his streams, but it's like he has like 35 plus 40 plus videos since that day, which means he's still streaming as long as he normally does. He's still clipping as long as he normally does, and he's still talking about the same shit that gets him hyped up, whatever. And I was like, in my opinion, Nick Merck's already reached out to you to help you out. Dude, this is content. You don't even have to stop making content. You can make yourself healthier. Everybody's going to watch and you get content. So you could be healthier, get paid. And Asmon's like, no, but then I have to stop drinking soda.
Yeah, to me, at that point, if that was your only thing you took from that, you deserve everything that's coming to you. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Good luck.
For sure.
Because this was an accident. That right there, zero sugar. They gave me that as a replacement. I was like, this is gonna taste like shit. And I was like,
so good.
Wait a minute, this is kind of fucking good. Yep. Hold on a minute.
Yep.
Never mind. I think I'm gonna just start getting zero sugar from now on.
That's welcome to the club, my friend.
Only with Starry though, or in Fanta.
Zero sugar Mountain Dew slaps. I'll say that because you can't really fuck up Mountain Dew. It all still tastes the same.
I'll take your word for that. I'll give one a try if I ever find one. Oh no, sure. I think I have, but I got pissed because it's one of those moments where like you didn't read the label when you grabbed it, and then as soon as you crack it up, something's off. Here's what the fuck is this? Who's trying to poison me right now?
Who put cucumbers in this? Who the fuck? Yeah.
I just saw a clip of him getting fucking heated.
He hates cucumbers.
He said, "Oh yeah, cucumbers should have broke the street." He's like, "What the fuck? Who said that?"
Yeah, like the way he mocks him.
Pissed me off.
He says, "Cucumbers should have broke the street." I bet that's how they sounded when they said it too. I bet that's how they sounded. Cucumbers should have broke the street.
Oh, I think it was so fucking
Hates
mad.
cucumbers. Cucumbers are the devil's food. He hates them.
OBS did not shut down properly during your last session. Run normally because fuck life.
Yep, that's what I do. OBS, aka PS5 fucking simulator.
I'm gonna try to do something later.
Nice. Fuck yeah. I gotta stream Baldur's Gate later. I always look at it as like it's a chore. It's fun, but you never know how it's gonna go. Is Clint gonna come in and just speed run and not say anything to us? Are we gonna have to restart the game? Is Ian not gonna be in a good mood? Am I not gonna be in a good mood? Who knows? Who knows?
I mean, at that point, whatever's happening happens.
Yeah, 100%. That's how it goes. Yeah. I don't, can't judge it. Oh boy, he fucked up.
That's indeed. There's a little bit of mold and water down in that. So I'm gonna leave that alone.
Go ahead and put that to the side there.
Yeah, because this, there we go. It has its own mixer in there. So then I just throw soap in there and just turn it on and good.
Look at that. No sink. Well, I mean, a little bit of a sink needed, but
Not a lot though.
No.
Now I'm looking for a fucking USB port.
Yeah. Shouts out War Within and shouts out Pirate Software. I didn't. I'm genuinely like shocked that you said that because I thought you were gonna be like, yeah, he was shitting on it too, and I'm like, wow, yeah, really good. I'm surprised because I genuinely, it's just the way the community is now. They're like, same for Black Ops 6. Back and forth. There's a lot of like, I watched Penguins talk about it, and he was like, I love it.
He's old.
This is great. Old. He's 30.
He's old. I'm 30. And I'm playing the game like, God damn, nigga, I gotta accept it. I'm just not as quick, not as fast as I used to be.
It's
but hey, I'm still here.
I'm hearing it's the Omni
movement. Here.
I seen a clip of some dude. I think I might have said it, maybe not, but it's a clip of some dude on his PC. He's old looking too. Like, I mean, he's at least mid 30s. He's trying with this Omni movement. He fucking can't. He's like alt tabbing out by accident. He's like, oh shit.
No, you gotta. He needs to watch Jujutsu Kaisen.
Is that what's gonna save him?
Yeah, that's literally what saves me because I do it all the time. I just hit black flashes at all times. It's just like, it's not a thing you're supposed to be able to do at will, but it's like, hey, bro, you get in the zone, and then you just stop. You hit a crazy clip, and then you stop, and you're like, how the fuck did I do that? Black flash.
Can I say though that like it doesn't look like in the game like the omnidirectional is like that present. As I'm watching like Moist, like I didn't really see him using it, and he was doing fine.
He's old,
right?
I'm telling you, he's old,
right? But I know, but he wasn't really using it, and he was doing. So it doesn't seem like you like need to use it in the game.
No, you don't need to use it, but it has its moments where you're just like, oh shit, that just saved my life. Like,
okay,
I screamed. I was like, oh shit, that sprinting backward shit just saved my life. Because obviously you usually sprint, and then you're just fucked once you get shot. No, I stopped, fucking just ran backwards and then dove backwards and kept going. It's mostly because the fact that you can also run diagonally, like that fucked with me too for a second. Because I was like, did I just run diagonal? Oh shit! It's like when it's like Pokemon when we were finally able to fucking sit down in a chair like properly. Right.
Yeah,
and you was like, oh shit, what the fuck is that? Like, oh my god, I just sat down in the chair.
Fair enough.
Shit, I just ran diagonally. You're not in a box anymore. You're in a dodecahedron now.
Yeah. Well, I feel like this is like more an issue for PC players because like on controller, I'm sure it's going to be continue to move with the left stick and hit like click in left stick to sprint. Like
it's going to take the problem with it for PC players is because everyone plays on controller damn near.
Right.
Because honestly, I'm more scared for when there's the MK players who really figure it out. Because you like, oh, you think controller people are hitting crazy shit. It's like, these motherfuckers are about to be scary.
Yeah.
These are going to be Blade 2 vampires. Like, you're going to be like, oh, shit, I killed. Why is he back up? Why am I dead? The fuck's going on?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a frustrating learning curve for sure. But I'm willing.
That was good.
I'm here for it. And it seems like that's the consensus. Everybody seems to be like, this looks like it's going to be a frustrating fucking piece of shit. But I'm here.
The second I saw this, they put out the trailer for it, I was like, this is gonna kill the casual scene so fast because people are gonna just get fed up and just say, "Fuck it, I don't want to deal with this." It is just gonna be sweats. And I just saw a clip earlier. This dude was like, "Oh, omnidirectional movement is here, and it's the best." Meanwhile, he's literally just doing shit that you seen in fucking Verdansk Warzone. Niggas are just slide, fucking instead of a quick 360 on him just to throw him off. My niggas hitting 900s, 1080s, 1440s, and you're like, why are you doing all this shit? You're doing all this stuff, but you're not really killing anybody. And there's like a few times where he definitely made people look stupid because you literally see he just slides past him, taps him twice, doesn't kill him. He's still sliding, spinning, slid the other direction. That dude is looking that way.
Right.
Like he did not for 1 second. He lost him so many times. And the funniest thing was the guy who quote tweeted it like, "You play like a." And I was like, "Hey, yo, damn, bro." Like, relax. Damn, bro. Like, is upset.
It sounds like some shit. I think that might have been me.
I was just like, dude, it wasn't that serious.
Damn.
I mean, yeah, he's playing like a bitch, but calm down.
Yeah, and I don't think that's going to be like the majority of lobbies that you run into. That's definitely going to happen. I have a fear for myself and players like me where what's that X Defiant? When X Defiant came out, people were like doing this isn't the Call of Duty killer, folks, but this is a good if you don't want to buy Call of Duty, you want to play a good shooter that's like Call of Duty, play X Defiant. So I was watching people play that, and I was like, you know what? Let me hop up on this bitch. Let me play some of this. This looks cool. The first lobby I dropped into on X Defiant, dropped into the game, said start. I ran forward and immediately got killed, for like close to my spawn. I respawned, ran around, tried to kill somebody, died. Ran around again, tried to kill somebody, died. I died 3 times and I uninstalled the game. So I'm hoping that it's like, because also like intros to shooters like that, like getting back into a shooter, it really makes or breaks your experience. Like if you come back and the first thing that happens is you're getting absolutely shitted on, it's like, well, maybe this was a bad idea.
I honestly could say I had the opposite experience.
When you got on?
Yeah, on X Defiant, like I was the asshole.
Spawn killing.
Not even spawn killing, just I was just like, oh, this is what you're doing. And also it was like the first week, so the hit registration was still shit. So I'm shooting people. I'm like, they're clearly outside of my vision. Why are they dead? Why did I die when I'm clearly around this fucking corner and shit? And then that's when I think Ubisoft was like, yeah, there's no skill-based matchmaking in this game.
That's the problem.
And then everybody was like, "Ooh, a lot of Call of Duty players getting exposed right now because they're getting saved from skill-based matchmaking in Call of Duty, so they weren't playing against a lot of sweats."
Right.
And the game's not as mixed up, but with as mixed up as X Defiant was, because X Defiant was literally you either had. It was kind of closer to Destiny to me, because in Destiny with their skill-based matchmaking, it's you're fighting a team of demons, and it's you who's good, and the rest of your teammates are eating fucking crayons.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just like, why am I constantly getting lobby balance like this? This is dumb. Like, I shouldn't be paying for other people's inadequacies. And then people are like, go play ranked. And I'm like, nigga, the same thing gonna happen in there. Like,
same shit.
I'm not getting away from it. It's like, I don't mind playing good players. And then people try to flip it and say, oh, you don't want to play against sweats. And I'm like,
no,
I don't care if I play against sweats, bro. Like, you're gonna run into them regardless.
Yeah.
Especially when you're doing good. Like,
also nobody wants to play against sweats except for sweats. That's who wants to play against sweats.
I don't care who I'm playing against.
Yeah.
I could be getting my ass pushed in, but as long as I'm positive,
right.
Whatever.
Right. As long as as long as my KD is in the positive, that's me. That was me on Gears of War every day. As long as I'm positive KD, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you guys you're playing objective and we're still losing. All right, I'm just gonna go on a killing spree real quick.
100%.
And my favorite thing especially in Destiny, because I think we don't even have really a team deathmatch anymore. Like we have Clash, but it's like on a this weird ass weekly rotation. So then we only have Control, which is basically just domination. And I'll be murdering people, and then some like you need to play objective. End of the game, I have the most captures. I got the most kills.
That's
What
it.
happened? Your ass. That's what happened, bro. Shut the fuck
Ass.
up. Play the
You're
game.
literally ass. You're literally ass.
Dude, be killing me with that shit. Play the objective. I am. You guys are just getting dog walked.
Play the objective. Why aren't you guys good enough to? It's a bunch of you on the objective. Why do you need me specifically?
Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna make a difference. I'm making a difference by making sure y'all don't die as much.
Yeah.
But guess what? You still managed to find a way, and you're still down.
There
And I'm here,
goes my hero.
not using meta and still taking cheats.
Meanwhile, me on World of Warcraft, who just turned off Warzone and made a video about shitty PvP. Fucking. I'm like, no,
I mean, that rogue you were screaming about the other weekend. I was just, to me, I'm just like, I mean, he's playing the character. It's just
so
rogue
like,
being rogue, just being annoying.
What I like about, and you know what's funny about the rogue too is that, okay, secret time, honest truth. I was pissed because Ian couldn't fucking kill him. I'm healer and I'm pocket healing Ian and he can't fucking kill him. He's got no misdirect. He's got no stuns. He's not doing anything. He's simply trying to damage the goddamn rogue and he's not fucking helping me and I'm dying. And then he's like, and somehow, some way, he's like, I'm dead and he's in a longer fight with the fucking rogue. And I'm like, how are you not doing anything to save me? God damn it. So that's why I was specifically frustrated because I felt like I had a DPS that should have been able to help me and he wasn't. I digress though. I also like doing that kind of shitty things as a rogue. I love going around, but I'm never geared enough to actually like do something. So I just sap people. I just fuck up their day. In World of Warcraft, you know you need to get the fuck out of the area. If you just keep getting sapped, you're like, I don't know what his item level is. I don't know what he's got. All I know is that he's sapping me, and I need to get the fuck out of here. And I love doing that too. But no, I made that video about WoW, and the whole like last like 10-15 minutes is me explaining like the PvP in there, and you know PvP in World of Warcraft when like you queue for it, it's fun. Like all the the instances they do, Warsong Gulch, fucking Arathi Basin, they're all very fun. World PvP used to be fun too, but the issue is that they have this thing called War Mode that you might have seen in your time on there recently that you have to activate in your major city. So you have 2 major cities, you can only turn it on or off then. The problem is that once you go out into the world with war mode on, then all of a sudden, you're like, okay, I'm item level, I don't know, let's say 350. I'm just working at building up my item level. No big deal. But everybody else in the world is like item level like 480, 500, yada yada. So they are genuinely one-shotting you. It's not like, I'm going to turn on war mode and I'm going to go fight people who are around my same item level. It's like, nope, it's just dudes. It's just dudes with crazy item level and they're in packs. And for some reason, and there's like 4 of them getting you at once, and you're like,
because that's what they deal with in real life. This is the only place they hold power.
For
so
real.
They cling to it for dear life.
You can tell by the way they camp your body. You can tell. That's when you really know. It's like, and wow, when you get ganked, you're like, fucking asshole, GG, and then you run back to your body, you respawn. The real no-lifers are the sweats when you come back and they're just standing over your body, and you're like, dude, come on. Fucking go take a drink of something. Go pee. Fuck.
Yeah, that's pretty much what Destiny's become.
You guys have world PvP? You guys just only have regular PvP? Or you're saying like in the
no,
instance
I'm saying
of PvP?
like with like if you stop playing at any point, get fucked.
Right.
Because chances are the shit you've already had that's old, it ain't gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
So it's either keep playing and this game is holding your entire soul hostage.
Yeah.
Or just drop the game. Because the second you come back, it's not gonna be good.
There's gotta be ways for games to be able to, like, too many games I do that now where it's like in order to get like even accessible into PvP, you need to grind the actual game for gear from like dungeons, raids, whatever it may be, quests and the open world, whatever it is. Like too many games now when it comes to going into PvP, it's no longer like, I don't know. I maybe they just need to like make it all to an equal stat squish when you go into PvP, but then people would be pissed with the stuff they did grind. I have no idea how to make that work when it comes to that type of PvP, but it is frustrating that people, you give them the object or the the availability. They're like, hey, yeah, queue it for PvP whenever. Oh, but we forgot to tell you that there's dudes in there that have been playing for years and they have everything that's been good in the game, and you're fucked. Bye. And then you're like,
Exactly. That's it. There's no way around it.
There's no way to fix it.
Then you get into the whole talk of, oh, you're killing the casual fan base, and it's like, yep, this is your fault as the developers, because it's either protect the casual and piss off your hardcore fan base who've just been shuffling their life into your game.
Yep.
Or just let everything be everything. Because at least like it's not WoW related, but with the difference in with Call of Duty and Destiny, it's like Call of Duty, they eventually said, fuck it, rip the band-aid off, everybody crossplay, everybody plays everybody.
Yeah.
Fuck you if you play PC players. Okay, who cares? Whatever.
Yeah.
Destiny, they were like, we're doing cosplay. And then they were like, but you can only play in PC lobbies if you get invited by a PC player. So you still island off the fucking PC players.
Yeah.
Still cutting your fucking shit in half. But hey, you can do PvE activities across all platforms. And it's like, why are you protecting them, bro? Just let it be okay.
Yeah.
We had that shit on for maybe 2 or 3 hours where we were playing PC players. And I was still on PS5. And I only knew it was a PC player because he did some PC shit. He just ran out, slid, and immediately 3-tapped me. I was like, that's a PC player.
That's a PC player, yeah.
And I was like, I want him. I want him right now. I want his ass. Me and that dude went at it, bro. And then they were like, oh, we turned this on by accident. We're turning it off. And I'm like, oh, there goes the fucking fun.
Accident. Fucking who flipped the switch by accident? What the fuck? There's not a chance you do that by accident.
I was like, bro, this is what the game needs, and y'all just are fucking scared.
Like they do it in WoW for dungeons and stuff. Like you can't get into a dungeon unless your item level is a certain item level. So how about make a cap? Yeah. How about make a cap for people like light level? You know, like, hey, this is PvP. The cap light level is fucking, I don't know, 270. I'm just taking a number. 270. And anybody above that, this is it's not ranked necessarily, but this is everything else above. Everybody else above that. So that way you still make it wide for everybody. It's like, this is everybody 300 plus. I mean, that would make sense to me. That would at least help out. So that way it's not about like, because even then you can still get fucked by skill. If you're not good, you're not good. But at least you're not going to be like, well, I'm getting fucked by somebody who's a legend, apparently. There we go. Put me on their team.
That's kind of what was going on in Destiny before. Because Iron Banner and Trials was like the PvP shit where your light mattered. Your light mattered. But at the same time, it didn't, because a motherfucker could be max light, but they can't shoot their fucking gun to save their life.
Fair enough.
And it's just like, so what was the point? So then they just took it out. So there's no light base in Iron Banner, but there still is in Trials.
Okay.
But they also made the grind like less grindy, because we used to go up like 10 light levels every season. So then like you would be max light the previous season, then the next season starts, you ain't shit. You're getting fucked on. And you have people who are bounty like hoarding. So then they have a bunch of bounties saved up for like the last like 3 weeks. So then when the next season starts, they're damn near immediately max light level. Like there's a whole weird science you have to do with it, and math. And I was like, no,
no, thank you. I wish I would have known. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you got that extra 10 on me, but I'm gonna still fuck your life up.
Yeah, so, you got the skill.
Have fun.
You got. It is unfortunate. Like there is a thing in WoW where like there is a type of player that is like, you know, you could be 100 item level less and still possibly wreck somebody. It's a possibility. It's very not likely, and it's usually a pro player who knows how to play the game extremely well. It's not very easy. And they used to stat squish. So when the new X pack would come around, you know, you got these guys who have mythic plus gear, you know, fucking heroic dungeon plus, mythic dungeon plus, you know, got mythic raid gear and shit. And you know, so their item levels like through the roof. And when the next X pack would come around, they'd stat squish everything because of the new gear. So they'd be like, well, you're gonna get new gear from the story and all the dungeons, so we want to make sure that's better for you. Not this time. Not this time. They were like, well, we made the beginner gear good for people who may not be had like as geared, but everybody else, they stat squished us by like 20 item level. So if you were a fucking geared out balls to the wall dude, you don't even have to gear up anymore. You don't have to gear up for this expansion. You just wait until fucking raids come out or whatever and then start gearing up that way. Otherwise, all these motherfuckers are already still like 600, 700 item level. So they got that used to help out in the beginning of the game. So that way in the beginning of the game, relatively everybody was close to each other. And now they were like, nah. You guys keep that fucking 800 item level.
All of you suffered.
Yeah, 100%. Hey, I don't know. Chris Metzen said to do it, then I'm behind it.
It's just a crazy thing of FOMO. That's all it is.
Yeah, 100%. I said it in the video. I was like, I hate the incentives that are just to like have a level playing field. Like that's the incentive. If you want to have a level playing field, then you need to sacrifice all your time. I'm like, that's not fair at all.
My favorite point in Destiny that happened was, let's say 2018 or 2019. They brought back a shotgun that was like a demon in D1. It was so bad to the point where it was their own fault because you could keep re-rolling the gun until you got the perks you wanted. And so everybody essentially got the same fucking shotgun and the shit mapped. And I always joked about it because it's called Fellwinter's Lie. And I'm like, the lie is that it's a fucking shotgun. It's really a sniper rifle because the shit's just busted. And they brought it back into D2 and they had like a whole quest line for it. And some people like it's people who were like, oh, I'm gonna wait for like the whole rest of the season content to come out, and they'll just finish it in like one go. But they time gated everything, and then at one point when we were supposed to get the shotgun, the fucking door wouldn't open. So they literally had to like put it off for like a week and a half, and then it finally like they got the door to open. Like the fact that the devs, like it wasn't us, like the players, like we didn't get something so the door can open. It just literally was not opening.
Yeah.
And eventually, like a lot of like a good like 75% of the population, we all got the shotgun. We're like, this shit's still busted. It's like the D1 version still pretty much. Like, and a side note to it, it was so bad in D1, the perk that was making it so good, they completely took it out of the game. It was the first time they did that in the game. They did it a couple more times later on down the road because they're like, yo, what the fuck did we do? This is all we're seeing being used. So everyone gets the gun, and then I think the season ended, and then they're like, yeah, you can't get the gun anymore. So then obviously the motherfuckers who missed out on it, they're mad because they can't use it. But they're just getting their ass beat with it, basically. Like, we're not even using a shotgun, but you're just doing this to people.
What the fuck?
Just beating them in the head with it.
You can do that too?
Basically.
Jesus.
And then eventually they were like, okay, we'll bring the gun back for the people who didn't get it. We'll put it in collections. You just have to do the story missions and stuff for it. And then they took away one of the perks off of the gun again because it was that good. They were just like, get it. And it was a static roll gun. Like, this wasn't something you can get random rolls on. Like, it was a static roll gun, and it was still busted. And then they took the perk off. And now, anytime there's a gun associated with a quest line, everyone's on. Because they're like, I don't want to miss it. I don't want to fucking get fucked over. Because it's either they do that where it's time gated, or they take perks off, or they nerf the gun into the ground. So they never got to use the most busted version of it. They just get to use what's left over. And it's like, that's when I started not liking Destiny. And I was like, I want to not play this fucking game. But every time I turn around and I'm like, yo, I'm done. I'm good. Something else comes out the next week. I'm
always add something. Yep.
Come on. Let me go home. I don't have a family, but I want to see them right now.
I need to go see my virtual family somewhere in another game. Yeah, this is kind of what's nice about WoW. Everyone's around February usually. Around February or March, everybody's like, you gotta wait another couple months for the next patch or expansion, one or the other. New patch or expansion is gonna come out in a couple months, and then you can just chill. You can just hang out, do some other game stuff. Usually what I do, I usually take a break around then. I come back in like, I don't know, fucking August usually. Good to go.
That's basically what's happening now because the like the main story shit's done.
Mm.
So now they have what they're calling episodes, which are basically just seasons.
Yeah.
Just broken down a little bit more. And we're on the third act right now, the first episode, because there's gonna be 3 acts per episode.
That's smart.
But it's like gotten like right now everything was time gated, but because it was time gated, people got pissy. And then Bungie's finally doing the one thing I told like not I didn't tell them directly, I don't know nobody there. But I'm just like they need to just put out all the story content at one time and see how these motherfuckers act. Because they already be blowing through content and then complaining they ain't got shit to do. And I'm like, yeah, now give them the option to actually do exactly that and see what they do. They're gonna do the same thing. They're just gonna bitch, moan, and complain. It's like
it was too short.
Bro, the game is finally technically over. Can we just bro, leave us alone?
Yeah, it's funny because that's the same approach that WoW's taken in the sense where like it's not over, but it's like, you know, they came out, they were like, we're not announcing one expansion, we're announcing the next 3 expansions for you. We're, you know, every year with WoW they fall into this problem where it's like, okay, here's the expansion, look at all this cool stuff, you buy the expansion, you open up, and then they're like, it's none of the cool shit you saw, and you're like, what happened? They're like, well, that's not till the end game. Yep. They're like, that's way later end game content. You're about like 6 months away from that and a couple patches and stuff like that. So just give it some time. But for now, look at this person and this villain and the dungeons in the area. And you're like, but this time they were like, hey, listen, we're giving you 3 WoW expansions. It's going to come out in patches as well afterwards. And here's how it's going to work. So that way, you know, we got this big end game coming down the road, but you got to get through all this stuff first. And so anybody in WoW who's complaining like, the story's short, they said they were going to make it short. What's up with who's this Zolototh bitch? They said there's going to be somebody else. They told us everything to our face this time. No lies. They were like, this is how it's going to be. And we were like, the people who listened are like, heck yeah, cool. But at the same to your point, some people are already in here. You know, they played all the way through pre-patch immediately. Now they're blowing through the regular game. They're blowing through the main story. And they're like, what do now? And they're like, motherfucker, do what you always do. I don't know. Gank people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting there enjoying. I'm like, I got to like level 75 on my rogue. I've been fishing. I'm just fishing and cooking. And I'm chilling, bro. I'm living my best life in WoW. No war mode on, no PvP, no ganks. And then I go, you know what? I'll go do some more quests now.
I kind of want to. Never mind.
That was a good video game podcast episode. Perfect. Look at that.